This happened when I was in high school. My friend Chris and I snuck into this abandoned house in our town. It was late, almost midnight. The place was run down, but still standing. We went through the back door. It creaked open into this dark entryway. Broken furniture, wallpaper peeling, a staircase on the left. We walked around for a bit. A kitchen with no lights, a living room with a fireplace, and a hallway that led to a closed door. The whole time, I had this awful feeling, like we were being watched. Chris said the house was creepy, and I agreed. Then, I said something I didn't even mean to say. I remember being here before. Chris stopped walking and turned to me. What do you mean? I didn't know how to answer. The words had just come out of my mouth, so I repeated them. I remember this place, the kitchen, the hallway, even the fireplace. And I remember a woman upstairs. Chris thought I was messing with him, trying to freak him out. I told him I was serious. It wasn't a joke. Then we heard it, a soft creak, like someone stepping on a floorboard directly above us. We looked at each other. No words, just silence. Chris dared me to go upstairs. I said, absolutely not. We played rock, paper, scissors to decide who would go. He lost. He went up. He came down less than a minute later. White as a sheet, said the room upstairs looked exactly like I described it, and that the woman, she was standing in the corner. Case 3, the crash. In 2020, during that strange in-between time, when stores were half open and the world was still half closed, I had a stretch of time that didn't feel like life. It felt like I was walking through a script. It was around 1:30 in the morning. I was driving home from my girlfriend's place. It had just snowed. There's this one intersection near my house. 4 stop signs, no lights. It's infamous for accidents. As I approached it, I felt a weight in my chest. Not fear, just a deep sense that I was living something I'd already seen before. I slowed down, even though I had the right of way, and then, out of nowhere, a black pickup truck blew through the stop sign. If I hadn't slowed down, it would have hit me directly. I pulled over, shaking, watching the taillights disappear into the snow. But what terrified me more was that I remembered the crash, the sound of metal, the airbag in my face, the glass shattering. None of it happened, but I remembered it like a fact. A few nights later, it happened again. I predicted a song on the radio, a woman crossing the street. Each thing, moments before it happened. Then the dream started. Same crash, every night, more vivid each time. In one dream, I got out of the car and saw myself still in the driver's seat, lifeless, glass-eyed, blood running down my temple. On the 5th night, I woke up sweating. I told myself I wouldn't take that road again. That day, I took a detour, 10 minutes out of the way. Later that afternoon, I got a text from a friend. There had been a fatal crash at that intersection. Same time, same make and color of car as mine. A different driver, but the same result. And ever since, I wondered, was I remembering my own death in another timeline, or was I just lucky?